When you think of the hardest games of all time, one game that probably doesn't come to mind is Comix Zone, made by Sega. Holy shit, this game is fucking hard. Like, Dark Souls level of hard. But what makes it so hard, you may be asking? It looks pretty easy from the gameplay I'm showing right now. Well, trust me. Here's the thing. First, right off the bat, there are no lives or continues in this game. If there is any, I have no idea how to get them. You have one shot. If you die, it's all over. Unless you're playing it on the Genesis collection like I am, where you have save states. Even then, there are rarely any healing items. You get one right out of the starting gate, and that's pretty much it as far as I can tell. I've already made it to the second level, and every time you transition to a new level, your health does not refill. You have the exact same amount of health you had in the level before it. Not to mention, your own power-ups can hurt you. If you put down TNT and are too close to it, it will blow you up and it will take your health. You can land on fire barrels, and sometimes they put fire barrels right under where you're landing, and as far as I know, it's impossible to avoid them, and that's just some fucking bullshit. Your strongest attack, holding the attack button and sending out a paper airplane, that admittedly does tons of damage and can hit multiple enemies. Here's the thing though. One, it drains half your life bar to do, and two, if the airplane comes back at you, it can potentially hurt you if you don't dodge it. Holy fuck, this game does not hold your hand at all. Now, there is one power-up that has no negative side effects, and that is your little rat buddy named Roadkill, which, by the way, Roadkill? That's just not expecting good things of your rat. Anyways, he is basically a little bit of an assister, and he does tons of damage to enemies and can potentially distract them, and if he dies, he's really easy to find and get back. But that won't mean shit when you're dealing with enemies who take tons of hits to kill, enemies who can teleport, enemies who can fly, enemies who can shoot, enemies who can just fuck you over if you're not careful. But overall, I actually really like this game. See, the combat's just so fun and addictive to do. The crunch every time you punch an enemy, I can't even describe it. You just have to play the game for yourself. Yeah, it's admittedly hard and very punishing, and as I said, if you fuck over, you have to see one of the most gruesome death screens of all time for a Sega Genesis game, at least. But overall, it's still really fun, addictive, and the combat's just so good. There's even some puzzle elements thrown in, like sometimes you have to figure out, how would I attack this door that does damage to me? And then you put out your little buddy Roadkill, and he will find you a TNT so that you can blow up the door. Admittedly smart. So there's puzzle aspects, it's a brawler, it's a lot of fun, it's really addictive to just beat the shit out of things. And even though I fucking hate this game, I love the art style, I love just beating the crap out of all the enemies. It's just admittedly fun to play, even if it is hard. As I said, like Dark Souls. By the way, that was bullshit fall. Ah, free at last, in this body of flesh and bone. I'm gonna rock this world. Man, this art style is just so amazing. I love looking at this game. The cutscenes, the multiple pathways, the whole comic book aspect's just so fucking awesome.